At the end, Hindus got their holy land and inaugurates Lord Rama temple as his birthplace. This place was for Hindus so important, just like Mecca for Muslims. It's a birthplace, the main land of Rama, right? So why these Western media like Al Jazeera, Washington Post, CNN, New York Times are saying that it's the death of secularism in India? Do they don't know that India's biggest democracy country in all over world and extremely ethical for its values and all of the actions taken by Supreme Court of India on behalf of archaeological evidence, historical inscriptions evidence, and Supreme Court also provide a land for a mosque which is going to be greatest beautiful mosque in all over world, beautiful than Taj Mahal, which is the seventh wonder of world. Why don't they tell this thing? And the maker of that mosque is also the member of the parties of Prime Minister Modi, and that mosque is underdeveloped. Overall, Western media is so hypocrite. By the way, it's a 500 years of struggle for Hindus just for this holy land of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. I mean another land which is being the part of debate right now. I'll explain everything to you. So first of all, I have to say that two terms you have to consider first: Ayodhya, which is the city of Lord Rama, and Babur, the Middle Eastern Islamic invader who broke the ancient Rama temple. These two things is so common in the video. Well, according to the 2002 of the Archaeological Survey of India, or ASI, a large structure was found under the site of Babri Mosque. The report said that many stones, bricks, and architectural elements were found there which are usually found in temple. B.R. Mani, who were the main author of this report, said that the bases of the pillars were equidistant from each other. Because of this, there is a good possibility that there was a mandap of temple. The report said that they found many such things which are usually found in the temple of northern India. So what was the problem? Why was in the ancient time there was temples? So the story starts, it was 500 BC, and Hindi legendary books like Ramayana, Bhavishya Purana, in fact in the scripts of Lomesh Purana. If we add all these details, then the Ayodhya was the capital of kingdom of Kosala, where the Lord Rama getting birthed. So from here, the Lord Rama's son, the king constructs the first Rama's temple at a Lord Rama's birthplace in Ayodhya in the memory of his father. After the come 57 AD, Ujjain's king Maharaja Vikramaditya reaches Ayodhya, and when he gets to know its history, he's being impressed, and after this, he reconstructs Rama temple and the city of Ayodhya. This is the basic story. In year 5026, a Middle Eastern Muslim Mughal invader enters in India, and these Middle Eastern invader used to control an area or wins it, and the other religion which was present there, all of their religion structure was replaced by the structure of their own faith-based religion. And the inscriptions during Mughals contain all these informations like Tariq Awad by Muhammad Qasim and Akbar Masood by Abdul Qadir. They mention it over all Western invaders. They were coming in India just for changing their religion forcefully and looting money and taking back in their places. Especially Mughals. They were putting extra taxes and sometimes almost 100% taxes. If you think what they did with money, they are investing money for imposing their own faith-based mosques and other native religions. A lot of experts says that they did give you Taj Mahal, Red Fort, Qutub Minar. But how? By sucking Nehru's blood? Do you understand what the economic condition of that time of India before the Middle Eastern invaders? 28% of the world GDP, and after 16% of the world GDP. They are investing money in the Samarkand, Khorasan, Mecca and Medina, even a huge canal in Najaf, located in Iraq, a blacklisted country in the Middle East. These Muslim invaders beheading over 18 million Hindus in their entire regime. They were demolishing over 60,000 temples and religious structures at that time. Do you know that about Johar? It was the first recorded in 1303 AD, when many women in India committing suicide by jumping in fire because they don't want it to being raped by these Middle Eastern invaders. It's in Pakistan's neighboring country Afghanistan. There is a tower even today from the time of the Mahmud Ghaznavi where was inscripted some word. Dukhtare Hindustani Nilame Do Dinar, which means at that place, Hindus women were sold for 2 dinars. Even Babur, 400 women as a prostitute in his palace. Lots of cruelty. What happened in Ayodhya? 2 later, Babur, after conquered India, this is in year 1508, calls his commander Mirbagi and caught Ramachandra, which is located in a village in Ayodhya, which had 2.77 acres of land. Babur asked him to construct a mosque at that place. But there was a place, a holy land, a birthplace of Lord Rama. And then what? He demolished that 2,500 years old temple and constructs there a mosque based on his name, Babri Mosque. And for this statement's evidence, there were 7 Englishmen who had to come travels in northern and western parts of India, and they used to make their travel notes. In these travel notes, they used to write about Rama's temples in Ayodhya, how people pray there, everything. Just like a William Foster in his book named Early Travel in India had mentioned about it, and Hindus. And from that time, Hindus are not stopping at that place. And from that time, over 496 years, Hindus are not stopping pray at that place. And this is being for part of pressure the Supreme Court allows. Archaeological surveys and all of the evidence in Supreme Courts were screaming that it was a temple. In this case's issues being finally closed by Supreme Court in 2019. And this land were finally provided to Hindus for constructing Rama temple. And in 2020 January 2024 was the date of inauguration of Lord Rama temple. And it's not the final. There's more mosques which was built on the holy land of Hindus' gods, like Lord Krishna's birthplace. All of that mosques were built on Hindus' holy lands. And ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, is working on. It's not like a revenge, but Hindus want their holy lands. These places for Hindus is so important, just like Jerusalem, Mecca. But for the Muslim sites, Supreme Court of India providing them a land for making mosque, and PM Modi's parties guy are working on that. And I want to say that don't give this a political face. By the way, from the perspectives of the times and money, only this temple is making that city Ayodhya extremely developed, a global city Ayodhya, because it's the main land of Lord Rama's followers. I mean, there's a tens of millions of tourists in a month which is strongly believe in Lord Rama, make that city $1 billion of assets. The whole city of Ayodhya is now being a hotel for tourists, and there are more than 2,000 companies investing their money. A lot of investments are happening by governments for creating a big bucket of attraction, which is so good for overall entire country. And if you look at the perspectives of mosques, then the overall it is being so beneficial for that areas. These things developing multiple ecosystems in that states, like tourism, medical education, infrastructure, lot of jobs, and this will also help the other sectors. I mean, multiple opportunity for growth. This is just for today, guys. I'm a student, I'm learning for study. Please do comment about your thoughts. If you really love this video, then like this video and do subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.